When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. And then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-616-8010. That's 1-800-616-8010. Again, 1-800-616-8010. Call now.
Did you ever look at the stains in your coffee cup and then realize that's exactly what happens to your teeth? Power Swabs is the 5-minute solution to get your teeth white without visiting the dentist. This is Ben Gordon with Power Swabs, and if your teeth are stained from coffee, tea, or smoking, all it takes is 5 minutes with Power Swabs. In 5 minutes, you'll see an average of 2 shades whiter teeth, and in 7 days, 6 shades. It's clinically proven to whiten natural teeth as well as caps and veneers. The secret is a tooth detergent that was developed by Dr. Martin Ginniger that lifts stains off of your teeth. Best of all, there's no messy strips or trays that you have to leave in your mouth for an hour. Just swab your teeth for 5 minutes and you're done. To try Power Swabs risk-free, call 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140. I guarantee your bright white smile will have your friends talking about how great you look. Try it risk-free today. 1-800-291-5140. That's 1-800-291-5140.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 800-595-2614 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 595-2614 to take your call now. Call 800-595-2614. That's 800-595-2614. Again, 800-595-2614.
I considered suicide so I wouldn't put my family through all the pain.
Many of our warriors are returning home from the battlefield, only to face a new war as they struggle with devastating injuries. At Wounded Warrior Project, we understand. We're there to help.
Even though you think you're broken, you're not. It's the physical and the emotional healing that Wounded Warrior Project provides.
With a gift of just $19 a month, you can join Wounded Warrior Project. You'll help provide critically needed programs and services that rebuild lives.
Beautiful. There you go, buddy.
The ongoing needs of our wounded and their families will continue for many years to come. Now is the time to show your support. Call now or go online with your gift of just $19 a month and we'll send you this Wounded Warrior Project blanket.
It made me feel that there's people out there that care about us.
After this event, we can finally maybe start to heal as a family and move forward.
We need your help. The families are hurting.
For many of our wounded heroes, the greatest casualty is being forgotten. That's why your gift of just $19 a month is so important. Please call or go online right now.
You're listening to The Rod Eccles Show.
6-0
703-835-3224. If you wish to join me here on the Rod Eccles Show live, your lovable host, El Rod, will gladly take your call. You know, I just had a Skype message, and the person was asking me, well, hey, Rod, what's your angle? What's your game? Well, I really don't have an angle, but I guess if I did have an angle, the angle is that I'm out here for the team. There was having a slight discussion on Facebook with one of my, well, actually, I don't, he was a Facebook friend. I wasn't responding to one of his friends. I was actually responding to him, a Facebook friend who put up something about the Civil War and black soldiers on the Confederate side. Now, it was. Now, I'm not saying I did, and I tried to tell him that I wasn't accusing him of lying. I basically said that, hey, I was. All I'm out there for is the truth, and the truth is this about black soldiers on the Confederate side. They were not free black men on the Confederate side fighting for the Confederacy. Not like they were free on the Union side, the North. The black soldiers on the Confederate side were sort of conscripted or forced by one of two methods. Hey, if you go out there and fight for us, we'll set you free after the war, or we'll set you free after so many battles. This stuff is actually written, documented history, and none of it came true for them. Or they were told that, basically, well, we're going to conscript you, and if you do not fight, and fight with all your might for the Confederacy, we're just going to kill your family. So, again, that's kind of stuff that's kind of written, documented history, but you have to go back to the actual letters that were written and history that was written before into the 1950s in order to really see all that stuff. And so I was explaining it to him that, because he was saying, well, we know that through time, history can get twisted and rewritten. And I said, yeah, that's why you go back to history. You go as close as you possibly can to the actual historical event. You get all the documentation from as close as you can to the historical event. That's when you're going to get your truth. And I wasn't out there trying to debase him or put him down or anything. I was being quite friendly and resolute about it, that I'm out there for the truth. And I don't think he bought it until he saw me respond to another post about President Obama. Now, there are people out there that rip on Obama constantly for him not saluting, the soldiers that salute him. And I'm not defending him in any manner. I just want the truth to be known. That's all I care about. I don't care what side of the political aisle the truth is. I just want the truth. The truth is that there is no real tradition or responsibility of the president to return a salute. He's the commander-in-chief. In other words, if there was such a thing as a 6-star general, that would be the president. And if you go throughout any sort of video history that we have from like World War I and a lot through World War II and even more through the Korean War, you will see high-ranking officials, high-ranking generals like MacArthur and the like, who are being saluted by lesser-ranking soldiers, and they're not even acknowledging that they're there, let alone saluting back. And I found a document that pretty much proved my point, and I gave it to them that, for about nearly 200 years, presidents didn't salute the troops at all. And then this guy, who I was just correcting on his historical misinformation, he basically told me, yeah, I guess you really are about the truth then, aren't you? Yeah, I really am about the truth. So I don't want people knocking Obama for the wrong thing. Now, there's too much out there that you can knock him that's absolutely accurate and truthful. We don't need to make up stuff with this guy. In fact, making up stuff just makes us look bad. It really does. We don't need to make anything up. We don't need to, to berate him for not saluting and things like that because, for the most part, presidents really didn't and don't do it all the time. And the reason is because they're the senior officer, basically. The most senior officer in our country. Commander-in-chief. 6-star general, if you will. That's just a fact. I'm sorry. It is, people may not like that, but, geez, Rod, now you're protecting Obama? No, I'm just telling you the truth because another president is going to get into office and he's not going to salute for whatever reason at one particular time, and it could be a Republican, and the left is going to jump. See, look at you guys. You were jumping all over our guy, just a few years ago, and now your guy is doing the same thing. You guys are a bunch of hypocrites and blah, blah, and that, that's going to happen. So I have to correct it now. And hopefully the truth gets spread around enough out there so it doesn't happen. And this whole notion of trying to deride President Obama for not saluting the troops stops. Because it's going to come back to bite us. Because, you're teaching the left out there that this is a fact, that presidents are supposed to salute. When the reality is they're not. Just saying. That's a side note. Look, I'm really all about the truth and logic here. As long as it is a fact and it is the truth, I don't care where it comes from. I don't care who it favors. It is what it is. Because if you don't know the truth, then you can't fix the problem if there is one. You can't accurately, profoundly, and rightfully fix the problem if there is a problem, if you don't know the truth. Plain and simple. And you know what? I got to tell you, I don't like talking about myself, but let me do a little bit of that right now. That's what makes me different from a lot of these other pundits out there. That's what makes me different, folks. What makes you different? The difference is that I'm all about the truth. I don't care where the truth comes from. I don't care which side of the political aisle the current truth favors. I want the truth. And I think every other law-abiding, legal American citizen should want the exact same thing I do, because you cannot fix a problem unless you know the truth. Oh, I take that back. You cannot accurately fix a problem unless you know the truth. You can try to fix a problem and you're going to end up with the wrong solution and make things worse. If you're doing it from less than the truth. Okay, let's say it, a lie. If you're trying to fix a problem based on a lie, well, that problem isn't going to get better. In fact, it's most likely going to get worse. So that's why I'm here. That's what makes me different. I don't care where the truth comes from. I may not like it. C'est la vie. Oh, well. That's me not liking the truth is not the problem of the truth. That's my problem. And I'll say it to all of you listeners out there. You not liking the truth is not the problem of the truth. It's your problem. And we, each of us, have to deal with that on an individual basis and come to grips and come to terms with what the truth really is. Because once we know that, then we know how to fix the problem. Now, let me put it in perspective. Right now, the truth is that our current president is our problem. His policy. Let me make sure people understand that. A-R-E, our, O-U-R, problem. His policies are our problem. That's the truth. And you lefties out there, you may not like it, but too damn bad. And the point is that if we're going to fix the mess that this guy has created, then we got to know the truth behind the mess that he's created. Because otherwise, we're just going to end up, falling victim